Justin is planning, so he's Gary Vee in it. He's planning to start a podcast. I enjoy long form content the most, and it serves as both long form and clips. Love it, Justin. However, I'm feeling insecure/imposter syndrome with my ability to help people. This comes out the most when I think about starting my podcast and YouTube channel, as I don't feel qualified to talk about the things I want to. I've been training hard and nerding out about training for a decade now, and I really do believe I can help people, which is why I love coaching in the first place. I know my knowledge isn't anywhere near yours, but it's also more than most people, Gen Pop, or even some athletes, and I know I can reach people that otherwise won't be reached and can impact people's lives. I've had some Instagram DMs already from some people I've helped. Any tips for the imposter syndrome / feeling unqualified in a world full of more qualified people? Justin.
Man, so great question. I appreciate everything. The last sentence really struck me in the way that you phrased it. You said, how to deal with imposter syndrome in a world of people, how to deal with imposter syndrome and feeling unqualified in a world in which there are so many people who are more qualified, to that effect, right? Yep. What's interesting is you're focusing on the people who are more qualified and not focusing on the people who are significantly less qualified than you, right? And if we're looking at the population of the world, there are significantly fewer people who are more educated than you on this, and significantly more people who know way less than you on this, like way less. If we're just looking at like overall population, way more people don't know anywhere near as much as you. But it's funny how you're focusing on the small percentage of people who do know more than you. And I think that's causing the imposter syndrome. That's causing the stress and anxiety around it. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think the best way to overcome imposter syndrome is don't present yourself as an expert if you don't believe that you're an expert yet. But you don't have to go onto your Instagram and say like, you don't have to have like, I'm a NASM, ACE, PT certified coach. I know everything, like, here's the truth about this. Like, what you can say is this. You can say, listen, I'm a new coach. I love doing this. I have a lot more that I want to learn. But over the years that I've been coaching, I've already learned a lot and my clients have gotten amazing results. And I know for a fact that I can help you. So what I'm going to do on this social media is I'm going to give you information based off of my current knowledge that will hopefully help you achieve your goals if you stick with it. I've been wrong in the past. I guarantee I'll be wrong in the future. And when I make a mistake, I'm going to do my absolute best to correct it and let you know. But when you start presenting yourself in this way, essentially as a forever student, the imposter syndrome goes away because you're no longer trying to live up to the expectation that you put on yourself that you're an expert. Now you're just saying, I'm a student of the game. I've been doing this for a really long time. I hope this helps. And that's it. And then like, if you are shown to be wrong at some point, cool. You say, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. I've said that a million times. But if you're not wrong, then cool. Like, you're speaking from your experience and from your knowledge. So I think the worst thing you can do from an imposter syndrome perspective is pretend like you're an expert when you're not. And one of the best things that I've been able to do, even as I've grown in the industry, is I've recognized when people are more knowledgeable than me in certain areas, and then I'll ask them questions and I'll reference them, or I'll bring like I said, Dr. Nadolski and Dr. Bellardo on my podcast to discuss the weight loss injections, because that's not my specialty. It is Dr. Nadolski's specialty. Like he's an obesity medicine specialist. So he knows way more about these GLP-1 inhibitors than I do. So let's bring him on and talk to him about it. Let's bring Dr. Bellardo on and talk to her about it. Even for example, I hired Alex Viata to do my programming. I know how to do programming. I'm very well aware, but I hire new coaches once every year and a half or so that I can learn from them. Now I'm about to hire Hunter Fitness. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. He's going to be so pissed at me that I'm forgetting his name right now.
Oh, Super Flexible?
Yeah, Yeah,
he's a really good dude.
Hunter Cook. Yeah. Really good guy. I'm going to hire him next because I want to improve my dexterity and ability to like move within a greater range of motion. So I'm always hiring people who are better than me in other areas so that I can learn from them. So again, I think a lot of coaches who struggle with imposter syndrome, they want to appear as though they are the expert or maybe I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong word. They are the expert. I was like, they are the expert. They are the expert. So stop trying to be the expert. Just be a student that's helping people. I think it's a much better way to go about it.
Yeah. You nailed it there.
Railed it.
No, you nailed it. That's not what a rail is. Be okay with, it's been too long since you used that, or you forgot the definition. Be okay with being wrong. Be okay with saying, I don't know. Say, I don't know a lot. Be honest, and don't position yourself as an expert. And that's going to help you avoid a lot of that imposter syndrome. It's also very important to know that, like Jordan mentioned, the way you positioned it of looking towards these people who know more than you, which is a minority of the population, whereas the overwhelming majority of the population doesn't know as much as you, and you could potentially help. Your communication style and the way you phrase things and the way that you speak and the words that you use all matter a lot in terms of if someone's going to stop and listen to what you're saying, right? There might be someone way smarter than you that is just going to get scrolled over because for a number of reasons, right? Here's an example. Jordan, who's better at anatomy, you or Eric Cressy?
Eric Cressy.
Okay. Would you say that there are people who like the way that you talk and explain things and bring your sense of humor to the table that maybe wouldn't have read one of Eric's articles, but that will watch your Instagram video?
100%.
Yeah. So case in point, there are going to be people who want the information from you, even if they could get that information or slightly better information from someone who's smarter than you. They're not going to resonate with the way that person communicates or something else about the person. So you don't have to be the smartest person to help people is what I'm trying to say.
I love that. You nailed it.
Yeah. I nailed it. I did nail it.